Hello there, this is Sandhya and welcome to Dynamic Living. There are two stages to this. The first is that initially when you became an entrepreneur because of a certain skill set. That you had an idea, you were the implementer or the creator of the product. So that's where your skill set as an engineer or as a technical expertise sort of came in. Leadership becomes a slightly different skill. So not just in entrepreneurs like you guys, but also in management, we face the same problem, right? Suppose I've hired an engineer and five years down the line, he's now going to become the manager of the team. Suddenly, he's not going to be using his engineering skills anymore. He has to use his people management skills, which is a whole different skill set. So that's one of the big pivots that happen, and that happens in every aspect of business. It happens in hospitals, it happens in schools, in academia. Some people can learn these skills. Some people are best off being the technical expertise. So you will hear more than one story of if this is not about ego, and this isn't about, like I said, if you have a bigger why for doing your business, that you want to hit a particular pain point or you want to serve a particular cause, then there really shouldn't be any ego about saying that, hey, listen, my best skill is in actually tweaking this product, or my best skill is in actually doing the marketing for this product. My best skill may not be in actually running the team that needs to take this to the next level. And you should be able to step aside and say, listen, I want what's best for the company. I want what's best. A company sort of takes on a life of its own, and it actually does become like a living entity, right? So at any point of time, it's like throbbing, growing, expanding. And as an entrepreneur, you need to have that bird's eye view to see what is best for it to take it to the next level. And if that means making yourself redundant or even taking yourself out of the equation, I will just put it out there that, that's a call that you might have to take depending on what your big goal was in the first place. The second aspect is the culture that you create right from the start. And this goes back to what I was saying about doing your housekeeping properly. If you realize right at the start that, look, HR is important, operations is important, having tight finances is important, not only do you plug a lot of leaks right at the beginning, but you also don't get these rude shocks 3 years down the line, which is that you've never developed a team that can take that ownership. You've never developed the next level of managers who can build out their own teams. And that's when a lot of people get that jhatka and say, oh my God, how did this happen to me and why me and all of that. The housekeeping rules for a business are the same, whether you're in e-commerce, whether you run a kirani ka dukaan and you're hiring your nephews and nieces to run the store. The rules are the same. You need to empower, you need to delegate, you need to have inclusive conversations. And I personally feel that the role of an entrepreneur should be to make himself redundant from the day-to-day operations of his company. Eventually, when I run my company, I think that, my God, tomorrow if I get struck down by lightning, my company shouldn't suffer. Like, they should just come for my funeral and then they'll be like, it's business as usual. That was my vision, because I said, look, this is now a living entity, right? It shouldn't begin and end with me. So if you start thinking like that, and it's not about your and the pleasant side effect of that is that your own ego takes a lot less battering in the day-to-day ups and downs of the business, which every business must go through. Because a bad turn for the business is not so tied into your identity. For you, you're just a cog in the wheel serving a larger purpose. So one bad year doesn't mean that, oh my God, I am shattered and people hate me and I have failed. No, there's nothing like that. There is this entire creature that's living, thriving with a beating heart of its own. And you're just serving that cause. So then there's no question of anxiety. There's no question of worry. If it needs to close down, it is a decision that you will take just as what's the word I can use, with as much detachment as if you had to sack one of your team members. There is no you in that decision, is what I'm trying to say.